It's weird doing it during the day.
It is.
It's too early. We do it like when it's dark out, and people can't really see us. Now they're gonna walk by and be like, "What are these weirdos doing?" They're like, "Why is this guy got a Bigfoot Hawaiian shirt?"
Who knows? The other guy making churros.
Let the Wookiee win.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Episode 17. My name's G, and this is...
Yo, I'm down. What's up?
Happy 6 de Mayo, bro.
Hey! Happy May the 4th.
May the 4th.
Well, May the 4th be with you.
We just skipped Cinco de Mayo like everything. Hopefully everybody got to be Mexican yesterday. And cheers. I gotta... How do you say cheers? Like, how do you say cheers?
Salud. Oh, yeah, that's right. We talked about this. Salud. Yeah.
I gotta say, this is a little plug. This is the best margarita in a bottle I've ever tasted.
Then that's coming from Jay from
Oaxaca. I'm Mexican.
No.
Cayman Jack.
Yeah.
Zero sugar. We're on diets.
Yeah. It's all about making healthy choices.
Yeah.
And what other healthy choices than with Cayman Jack? Zero sugar margaritas. And we're drinking them at 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere. But how was your week, man?
Oh man, my weekend was good.
Yeah.
I got the tooth pulled finally.
Yeah, finally.
I was being such a little complainer about it. And
That's not what you told me.
I said to the dentist, I walked in, and the dentist is like, you good? I'm like, yeah, let's do this. So she pulls it out, no problem. Great job. Awesome.
Something's happening in the hood, though.
And I'm like, dude, well, that's the bitch alarm. They're like, yeah, we're going to go find Dom. He was being a bitch about his tooth. They're coming for me. It's the bitch wagon.
It's a bitch wagon.
You're being a bitch. Imagine that.
Yeah,
if someone was being a bitch and a wagon pulled up and like put him with the net and took him
bitch.
Come on, you're being a bitch. Go. You gotta go.
So I'm glad you finally got it done.
Yeah.
Well, no more pain.
Now it's like there's a missing tooth. Like now that's like
keep touching it.
It's like flat. Yeah.
You're like,
they're like, just don't get the dry sockets. Have you ever had dry sockets?
What is that?
Dry sockets. I don't know what it is. It's terribly horrible though. It's like basically you need your blood clot in there to kind of coagulate. So if you pull it out accidentally, like shit gets in there and gets infected and stuff. That's really painful.
What is it called?
Dry sockets.
Dry sockets. Mm-hmm. That's weird. I've never had a dry socket, and I don't think I want one.
No, it does sound like a drink though.
It does.
Like, hey bartender, can I have a dry socket? You're like,
You're like, what happened last night? Too many dry sockets.
Yeah. Dude, what dry socket fit you? Yeah. I can't.
What kind of liquor you think a dry socket would have?
Well, it'd have to. What's in a dry martini? Gin.
Gin.
So it'd have to have gin. Mm-hmm. So the gin makes it the martini. Yeah. So you got to add something different to it.
Yeah, something dry.
Something that like a sour mix.
Something.
Yeah, like gin with some sour mix.
Come on, all bartender.
And
and
lime juice.
Matt.
Yeah,
bartender.
Yeah, we got to call Matt Nowakowski.
Come on, you need to come up with a drink called a dry socket.
Yeah, come on, let's go. I want to chat. We should have him on here and do a mixology of it. I think that's a good idea.
Come on. I went to the store to get us these.
Right.
And I wanted to get us a shot to have.
Oh yeah.
But all the little shot bottles that they had,
right?
Jose Cuervo. And no Mexicans drink Jose Cuervo.
Really? That's not
make me throw up, man.
I mean, Patron though. I mean, someone introduced me to Patron, and it's just that's the smoothest
the best.
Stuff.
The Rocks tequila.
Never had that.
Insane. 1800. And that blue fancy bottle. Have you ever seen that one?
Oh, I have seen that.
Yeah, that's expensive.
That's like what, like $70 for a bottle or something crazy like that.
180.
Yeah, that's okay. I'll take Jose. Come on, Jose. Me and you, $20, cheap date. I mean, all these people. The one thing about alcohol, though, to your point, I'll go splurge on expensive alcohol if I'm having one drink.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or you're out with a group of people and you're like, you're gonna give me top shelf. But if I'm at home drinking, no, give me well. I'll just down it with stuff. I mean, like I'm not,
A couple years ago, I went to Mudhead, and a couple of my high school friends were there, and they're like, "Come over here. We're having a little reunion, And my stupid ass was like, to the bartender, like, give me 7 shots right now, the best tequila you have.
Best tequila? Oh, what did that cost you?
He picked the bottle, the blue bottle.
Oh my God.
I was like, how much? He's like, $145. So I was like, for 7 shots? And good thing he knows me, so he's like, I got you. Yours is on me. I was like, damn, save me $20, man.
And that bartender doesn't work there anymore. Just
no, he's still there.
Oh well, hey,
he's still there.
Hey.
Shout out, Kyle. I love Mudhead. But you know, I'm a little mad.
What's up?
We didn't get invited to the Met Gala.
Oh, was that where everybody gets like super dressed up?
Dog.
Oh, well,
We didn't get invited.
what
Like,
would you?
the fuck?
Don't they have to wear like $30,000 dresses?
We're there.
What would I do? I don't even know. I'd knock a painting over. Like I'm so clumsy at that kind of stuff. And
it would go viral.
I would have some of the most awkward conversations with people.
There's a list of people that get
I
invited
don't
to
know.
this shit.
Like Russell Wilson would be like, how was the Broncos? I don't know. Like, hey, he'd be like, get out of my face. You know. I was like, is it true you bought everybody an Xbox?
Yeah.
Did you hear that about him? He bought like them all an Xbox. That's why
somebody bought everybody golf carts.
Really?
Yeah.
We need to get. You're right. We do
Yeah,
need to get to the Met Gala.
The quarterback needs to supposedly buys like all of them like fancy gifts.
I saw
the line.
I saw something on Facebook about Mike Trout's like house in New Jersey. It's like a $16.2 million mansion. Like at some point,
a lot of cleaning.
At some point, though, really,
it's a lot of cleaning.
Like really, like
I always see this. Like you remember when you watch like MTV Cribs?
Yeah.
And like they would show their house. I'm like, that's a lot of fucking rooms, man.
Yeah.
That's 10 days of cleaning.
Yeah.
No, good.
Listen. I'm all for capitalism. I really am. You know.
But
it's like
you better come with a cleaning lady.
Well, I'm just saying. I say you look at some of these things that athletes, and again, athletes,
yeah.
I can't do what they do, but it's just like, are you like the wages? It's just like, oh my god,
the wages, yeah.
It's like I don't know, and I think I said this before. It's like schools can't make their budgets, right? Their schools are like, we can't make our budget. We don't have any money. You go to towns, they can't fix their. Go to Camden, they can't fix their roads, but they can pay a guy $55 million to do what? Like to
throw a ball.
To throw a ball. And touch. Oh, and by the way, and then go on Twitter and tell you how to live your life. So
in their 24-bedroom house.
Yeah. You know what I think? I think if you did this, your lives would be better. Oh, really? You know what I think? If someone gave me $55 million, my life would be better. Damn, these are getting easier.
He took 2 shots already going in at people, man. Like shit.
This is why you don't diet and drink.
Yeah,
that's always a disaster, by the way.
Diet, or you don't. Yeah, I haven't eaten today.
So did you celebrate Cinco de Mayo? Did you do anything fun?
We went up to Columbus, New Jersey for a little Cinco de Mayo festival. It was all right.
Seems like an interesting choice of a place to have it. I'm just saying.
Columbus, New Jersey. I didn't even know it existed. My brother told me about it. He was like, let's go. I was like, all right, let's do it. So we went. It was pretty cool. Like, I think the town puts it together.
Okay.
They had a DJ that had mariachi band.
Oh, wait.
I got a video.
Wait.
I got a video.
What did you say? They had mariachi. Were they good?
They were good.
Did they have a big guitar?
They had it. They had a trumpet. They had a violinist and a tiny little guitar.
Really?
A tiny little, like it was like tiny.
I wonder if it was like a soprano bass or something.
I think it might have been. I got a video for you because. You like the trumpet?
Oh yeah, look at that. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's kind of insane. And they were just going in. They were just like they would switch like who sang and stuff like that. It was pretty dope.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, shout out to Columbus, New Jersey. You know, for putting on a Cinco de Mayo. So
did you get their card just in case?
I did get their card just in case for my 40th birthday.
I know this is a big deal for you to get that mariachi.
That's all I want. Imagine just having a mariachi and then just drinking with your boys and just listening to mariachi music.
Oh, I would. If I was there,
we're not having any Jose Cuervo either.
If I was there, I'd want to be playing with the mariachi. I'd be like, "Yo, can I join in?
Let me go get my guitar."
Yeah, they'd be like, "Get out of here!"
But yo, another thing. Did you watch the Tom Brady roast?
Oh, dude,
that is.
Dude, that was
so funny.
Tony Heathcliff lost. He was out of control.
Out of control.
And you know what? Did you see the part where where Brady went up and told the guy stop.
So, yeah.
And he's like, "You stop that!" Like he
Yeah.
in the middle of a Netflix
yeah.
show.
Yeah.
It was pretty
Jeff
crazy.
Ross.
Yeah, Jeff Ross. Yeah.
A craft.
And Jeff Ross was like, all right, yeah. I
I
mean,
would've been
it's all in good fun, you know. But
Yeah.
they were really taking.
They were going.
I've seen some of their roasts. That one was like, they
held no bars. It was insane.
I give a lot of credit to Kim Kardashian just laughing off that joke. That was a rough
the Kanye
one.
West joke.
Yeah.
Or the
what about her having about Drake and like that was. Woo!
Oh,
That was. But he's Tony Heathcliff. He does that show Kill Tony on YouTube. Have you ever seen it?
I haven't seen it. It's the first time I've seen it.
It's awesome. Like they bring comedians up. So it's like part pro wrestling, part comedy.
Oh, okay. Now I think I've seen clips of it.
Yeah, and you get 1 minute to do a set, and either you're good or not good.
Isn't that what you're doing at the theater?
Yeah, like a poor man's version of it. It's not a steal off Kill Tony. It's
Kill Anthony.
It's Kill Sharky. No, it's something like that. Yeah, it's definitely inspired by it. Just
That's
something.
cool.
Yeah. But they're awesome. But they roast the hell out of the comedians. So he's been like 5-6 years just sitting in this cellar in Austin, Texas, just roasted and roasted and roasted. So he was ready. He came lock, stock, two smoking barrels.
Dude.
It was I saw that this morning. I was like, oh.
I was watching it live when it was happening, and my mouth was like,
"Oh yeah!" Like they didn't know what to do. I think he horrified some of the people.
My favorite part was when Tom Brady got up and he did his part.
Right.
And he said, "Bitch, please!" Like, but it was such a that I was like, "Is that Tom Brady?"
Oh well, he's free. He can do whatever he wants
do
now.
whatever he wants. Yeah, you should do that though. Let's have a roast at the theater.
How would you do it though? Would it be a one-on-one roast, like me against you?
We pick
or
one
you just
person,
pick a person and someone goes up and just roasts
a big person from K-May, and we go in and we just invite his close friends.
So I'm glad you brought this up. So to our 46 subscribers,
46.
It was 48.
Who was it?
I don't know what we did to lose to it. Yeah, I apologize. So
maybe we talked too much.
No, it was probably all these shorts I've been bombarding them with.
It was Terry O'Brien. I'm saying that.
Turn the lights back on, Terry. Oh, we were talking about May 11th. Don't forget.
Yeah,
May
11th. Yep.
If I was around, I'd go see him though. I love.
I'm gonna be around. I'm not going.
You're mad about the microphone comment.
Cheers, Terry.
What do you call it? You're better.
Leave that bitch on.
You're better, aren't you?
Ooh, I haven't ate. Had 2 shots in them already. Saying shit.
So,
no, just kidding.
Just kidding. Jokes. It's just water.
All jokes, all right, guys.
It's just water in there. But yeah, you know what else I did this weekend? Though I had a Star Wars show at Cold Spring Brewery.
How did it bomb? You told me it bombed.
Oh, well, you weren't supposed to say it on. All right. Well,
when you text me that it bombs, don't say this on there, don't.
No, I don't care. So here's the deal. So this is what I'm going to tell you. If you know me, you know I don't always give like the most positive thing. I'm always looking at the cellar a little bit, the basement. But so it was a lot of fun. There was a lot of people there. We all had a blast, and we billed it as May the 4th be awesome. And we were like, hey, let's have all these Star Wars fans come out and have everybody say, hey, I love Star Wars, and we were going to do a game show style trivia. It was the second year doing it. So the year before, we had the end of the road theater filled with like 50, 60 Star Wars fans. They were all in Star Wars shirts, had lightsabers, glow necklace. They all got up, they were doing their thing. It was a lot of fun. But so at the brewery's loaded with people, and I get up there and I get my guitar and I'm like, hit the chord and I'm like, yo, and they're like, yo, and I'm like, who's here for Star Wars Day? I was like, oh, this might be a problem. And I was like, who here is a Star Wars fan? Nobody. I'm like, uh-oh. And I'm like, there's a disturbance in the force. And then I'm like, who's ever seen Star Wars? One guy's like, I guess I have. I'm like, what is this? I was like, oh, shit. But we had
it went good.
It went good. We had a blast. When you when you perform live and you're a musician,
you have to.
And as a business owner, some nights you're going to have 1,000 people, and some nights you're going to have 20. Like, it's just, that's the card you pull.
Yeah.
But we had a blast. I got some good clips from it, so I'm going to throw them up here.
That's cool.
Yeah, so I mean, we had a blast.
Top people.
Yeah, there was people.
No,
we were having a
Star
great
Wars.
time.
No Star Wars. Maybe they were Harry Potter fans.
I just want to say thank you to Cold Spring Brewery for having us. They always have us there playing, and
Are
they're
you
really
there?
great with us.
Are you doing any other shows there?
Not so far for this season.
No.
Though I know something will come up. No, we got our next show is at the Bucket Brigade Brewery.
Bucket Brigade.
On Father's Day.
Cool.
June 16th.
Faja.
June 16th. Yeah, so that's where we'll be. 5 to 8.
That's the one in the courthouse, right?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a nice spot too.
Yeah, right by McDonald's. Oh, yeah.
So, speaking of Cinco de Mayo,
I like how you said it. You pronounced it properly.
Yeah, well,
Cinco de Mayo.
You know what? The little bit of Spanish I get correctly is from my sister, who was a Spanish teacher at one time, but she's since moved on and went to the world of Disney.
Ooh.
And then she went from working at Disney, then she moved on to working as an environmental scientist. By the way, she makes these wonderful cakes. So I thought maybe she'd be a good person to talk to today.
Yeah. Did she bring us a cake?
No.
Ah, come on, we could have eaten some cake.
No, we're on a diet.
Yeah.
That's why we're drinking zero sugar
Sugar.
margaritas by Cayman Jack.
Yep.
We're out.
The G and Dom Show.
That was good.
Yo, look who it is. Gee, this is my sister, Rachelle.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
We met a long time ago.
Yes.
But
Years ago.
years ago.
So some people know her as Miss B from back in the day. Where did you teach at back in the day?
I was at Star of the Sea in Cape
Right.
May for 5 years.
We speak truth here.
Right, and then I worked at Assumption Regional in Galloway for 1.5 years before I switched to the lab, which I have to correct you. I'm not an environmental scientist. I am not a scientist at all. I am a secretary at an environmental lab.
You
Well,
told me
guess
she
what?
saves the turtles.
There's a little different. No,
You told me she saves the otters.
So our laboratory.
They do. They test the water to make sure
We
they're
test drinking
okay.
water.
Yeah.
So in the state of New Jersey, if you have a private well and you sell your home, you have to have a test done. It's called the Private Well Testing Act test. And so we conduct the analysis on that. Well, I don't. The scientists do. And then I put all the information into the computer and answer the phone. That's the extent of my science career. So I just want to clarify
scientific.
that.
Do they ever blow
But
it?
I do a lot of data. I actually.
So you know the secrets.
Yeah, I went to school for data analysis online, like in a few years ago, and I absolutely love databases. It's crazy, but I do. Excel is my most favorite of all.
So I got a question for you then. Do you
What's
like
that?
database? Do you like data from Star Trek? Or no? No, he's not a friend.
Truthfully, I'm not a huge Star Trek fan,
Yeah,
so
well,
I couldn't tell you that honestly.
Well, guess what? A lot of people here aren't Star Wars fans either, so no surprise there.
Fans, they are not.
No, come on. So you're doing all this, your data research. So what kind of things are you guys looking for in the water? Like what can get affected?
So the PWTA is
Right.
based on NJDEP and EPA regulations on drinking water.
I'm
and
sorry,
so-
are you speaking a different language right now?
No, sorry.
Gee, do you know that?
NJDEP
WTF.
is New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection, and the EPA is the Environmental Protection Agency.
Right.
I think it's federal. Well, don't quote me. I don't know. All I know is we analyze over 36 parameters. It's bacteria, E. coli, pH, nitrate, iron, manganese, lead, mercury, arsenic, the volatile organic compounds, which we call the VOCs, 504.1, which is pesticides, gross alpha, which is radium, and then PFAS, PFAS, which is an acronym. And there are 3 different parameters, and they're also chemicals. So that's the long and short of the test.
That's a
And-
short.
I think there's an abbreviate name for all that. It's
All
called
that.
tap water.
Yeah.
It's called tap water.
Actually, New Jersey
you
well
say
water is
you're not a
really good. No, I'm not. I just have to have, I've been there 6 years now, so I've
If
learned a
I
lot
knew
of the
all that
lingo.
stuff, I would call myself a scientist.
Yeah, I mean, you are a scientist.
You
Right?
were a scientist, yeah.
Right?
Come on,
Like, you were
No.
you knew it.
Data
Did you
science.
rehearse that?
Yeah,
I felt
like,
like that
that
was
was pretty
rehearsed.
good.
Well, I tell people the same thing over and over every day on the phone. So, but yeah, I mean, data science in a sense, and translation is also a type of science in a way. So, in that respect, I think it all falls under the logical analytical umbrella. But I am by no means an environmental scientist. But but yeah, so it's interesting and just a little plug for that. But I mean, because obviously, there's no regulation in the state of New Jersey on a private well, unless you sell your home, put a new well in, build a new house, or make your home a rental. And then if your home's a rental and it has a private well, you have to have it tested every 5 years. So, but the lab does have tests for people if they just want to monitor their drinking water. But we don't usually deal with city water, because they do their own testing.
Now, do you don't fix it though? Like, so if you find that there's something wrong with the water, do you guys have to go out, or you call the
We're a
DEP or the?
No, we're a laboratory. We collect, analyze, and report.
Right.
So if someone every contaminant has an MCL, which is maximum contaminant level. So when your water, not water, exceeds the
H2O.
MCL for a specific parameter, then there are recommended.
I'm trying to be a scientist. Okay, H2O over here.
There are recommended remediation.
I had to throw
And
that in
so,
there.
we tell you what you need to do.
She's very scientific. So
No, it's
she's
just
making
because
us-
I do this every day. Honestly, I don't know. I didn't know a first thing about it when I started there.
So where do I complain? Because my water was brown the other day.
Dude, mine too.
That's
They're
because
flushing the
American
hydrants,
Water
right?
was flushing. Yeah, they
American Water?
American Water. That's the company that does like a lot of the city water.
Yeah, no.
Like the whole America.
Not the whole United States.
Listen, tonight on the news, all of America took a dump exactly at the same time.
Everybody's water's brown.
Wait,
okay,
didn't
do
you
not
get-
drink it.
Didn't you get the automated message? Like everybody got a phone.
I saw it on
call.
Facebook.
No, you know how I found out? I'm brushing my teeth and I look down. I'm like, ah.
You know how I find out? Facebook.
Yeah.
Somebody was bitching about it. Like, yo,
But
Where we
my
get
one
most of our
upstairs
news.
has been brown, like it's a tint. I think this morning was the first time there was no brown in it.
Yeah.
But
So-
you just got to let it run for a while and let all the sediment come out.
I
So what is that
truthfully, I
brand
don't
is?
know.
I do have a
don't
good
know enough
I do
about
have a
that.
good hydrant flushing story
Yeah?
for you.
Is that-
So when
That's
my
it. Go.
oh go ahead, I'm
There
sorry.
you go. You go.
Okay. When my wife was pregnant,
Uh-huh.
right? I had this idea. I'm like, I'm gonna really set up something nice for her. I'm gonna get candles. I'm gonna do a bubble bath. I'm gonna be like, hey, relax.
Yeah.
So I get everything all ready. I put the bubbles in the tub. I light all the candles up. Put on some nice music. I turn the tub on and I walk out. Come back up like 10 minutes later. I'm like, what the fuck? It was all brown and it looked like the shit from Ghostbusters too, where it was like the arm comes out. So anyway, so now every time I see brown water, I just think, got me again. They got me again.
You messed up my night before. Not anymore, bitch.
I said, you know how many things that would have got me out? How much trouble? I would have had like a good month of trouble.
You would have a whole month of free going out. That's cool though. That's a cool job.
It is. It's interesting and it's different.
Yeah.
It's not where I pictured myself that I'd be at this point in my life. But
Do a lot of people bitch about
I
it?
work for amazing people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you get a lot of phone calls bitching?
No. I mean, really, we're a lot of people that are calling and ordering tests are because it's required for the sale of the home. So
okay.
it has a lot to do with like real estate transactions.
Oh, that's cool.
So in that respect, but no, I mean, I would say by and large, it's a very, it's a pleasant place to be,
That's cool.
And like I said, I work for great people, so
That's all that
I'm
matters.
fortunate there.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Take care of your workers.
But
They do, for sure.
That's awesome.
but before you went there and you were making wells well, right?
Uh-huh.
That should be your tagline.
Yeah.
No, I think that should be the tagline. We make wells well. Anyways, just saying. I was working on that while you were talking on the science
Okay.
stuff. Because I was like, ooh. Okay. You worked at Disney.
I
For a
did.
little while.
Yes.
Disney
for
World,
5
or
years.
Disneyland?
Excuse me, World.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
So
I like Disney World.
I went down to Disney in 2009. I was teaching at the time, and I was 33, so that gives you an idea of what my age is.
27.
And I just needed something. I
Something
needed a
different.
change.
Yeah.
And we had first gone to Disney as a family in 2002. Matter of fact, I didn't attend my college graduation.
Because you went to Disney?
Because we went to Disney
You
World.
picked right. You picked a great
Yeah,
choice.
did not walk.
Yeah.
So
Was that our first?
it was our first trip.
Dude, that family Disney trip.
I should mention that
That's its
Dom
own
and I are
podcast.
2
Yeah.
of 5, so our family's chaotic.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
it's
so,
like a carnival program.
yeah. So, and we're Italian. So, but I went down there in 2009 on the Disney College program, which they still have.
Yeah.
And I stayed and I did a professional internship, and then I came home for about 2 months in the summer, and then the boss that I had worked for called me back, and then I was there for 4 more years.
Oh, that's
So
pretty cool.
it was amazing. It was
What
the
did you do?
best time ever. I started off as a fairy godmother in training at the Bippity Boppity Boutique, making
I
princesses.
did that one.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
That's
and
what you
then-
wanted to do?
I always wanted to go in there and get my present. But they said,
I think
they
she
have
probably could do
princes.
something for you.
Oh yeah, totally.
What would you do with you?
They
Would you-
have the night.
Yeah.
So and back then it's changed, but back then you would get a night. They do the night thing, and they would do like colors and glitter in your hair and whatnot. Pixie dust, excuse
Pixie
me.
dust.
And
Pixie dust the shit out of me.
so I did that, and then the internship was actually working behind the scenes at the Cast Service Center, which was a learning center for the cast members. So we had a small library and 27 computers, and so then I would assist with language because I studied Spanish and French, which although I don't speak Haitian Creole, you can communicate with people from Haiti with French because that's like
They
the
speak-
lingua
yeah.
franca there. So it you can speak.
Yeah.
And so I would help, and I ran an ESL program.
Oh, that's cool.
And so I would work with the cast members. Disney has an intranet called the Hub. So, a lot of the
Full
cast
secret
members
assisting.
that would come in needed assistance because their literacy wasn't great in their
Yeah.
second language, which was
Yeah.
English. So I would help them on the computer learning different things, and people would check books in and out.
Oh, that's
We would have
cool.
different programs. It was awesome. I
That's dope.
loved it. I
So
loved
you
it.
get to meet people from everywhere.
So I met my now husband, and he was here, and I was there.
Big,
so
big Eagles fan.
huge.
What did he think of the
huge
draft?
Eagles fan. I think he was pleased with it. Honestly, I don't know. We haven't really discussed it.
Oh,
to
we're
be
gonna have
honest
him on.
with
Can we
you.
think
I thought that Dijon guy looks promising.
he looks
I
like
don't
Zach
know.
Morris to me so far?
Well, I guess we'll see. When the
And
season
cocky
comes.
like Zach
They were
Morris.
Yeah,
showing.
he does look a little on the cocky side, but I think that makes a good player sometimes.
They were showing video of him guarding Marvin Harrison Jr., who's the best wide receiver, and he was
Ooh, killing it.
on him. Yeah. So.
Dave's excited for the guy they got from the Giants, and I can't think of his name.
Saquon Barkley.
Yes,
Saquon.
yes.
Saquon?
He's excited for him.
I just saw a video this morning of Jalen Hurts behind him, and he's squatting. He's like, because supposedly Jalen Hurts is the one that squats the most
Right.
of the Eagles, and this guy was up there.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be exciting. Can't wait for Eagles to come back.
So now that
I
we've
can
interrupted,
because my Sundays are completely dictated by them. I digress.
The first game's is gonna be,
and that's why. Oh God, I'm sorry.
the first game's gonna be in Brazil.
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And they were looking for people that could speak Portuguese to go down
I
there.
wish I could.
Yeah.
And-
Well, Nando, because Nando might go.
Oh wow.
I don't think he's gonna do it now.
But yeah, I'm going to tell you, contrary to popular belief, just because you speak one Romance language doesn't mean you understand them all.
No.
So
But
if you
Portuguese
speak
is probably
Spanish, you don't speak Portuguese.
Portuguese is probably the closest to Spanish, I think. Some of the words are still like the same and everything.
It is there. Yes, there's
Very
a lot
similar.
of parallels for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I worked with this Brazilian guy. He used to call me gordinho all the time, and I was like, I know what that means, man. And he's like, what? I was like, you just call me chubby. I was like, yeah, you're chubby. I was like, yeah.
It's grosso in Italian.
yeah,
So
it's
it's,
I like that.
Yeah.
Grosso.
grosso.
You're grosso.
I just want people to call me gross all this time.
Well, in Spanish, if you say mugroso, that means that you're dirty.
But it is interesting though, because at Disney,
You're a dirty grosso.
Muy grosso.
Mugroso.
molto grosso.
Wait, I'm so
Molto
confused.
grosso.
What is it? Is it muy grosso or molto?
No.
Muy grosso in español, molto grosso in
You know-
italiano.
Molto
You know
grosso.
what I'm saying? Garbage Pail Kid.
Hey, they were awesome. Remember those? He loved them when he was
Gordo.
little.
Oh, man.
Alright,
Enough
so-
with you making fun of us.
No, but real quick, in like for example, fairy godmother in Spanish is hada madrina,
Yeah, hada madrina.
and in Portuguese it's fada madrina. So it's really close.
Oh, really close, yeah.
Though they're Romance
That's pretty cool,
languages,
though.
they're all
That's-
derivatives of Latin,
yeah.
so they have similar roots.
So we speak the sexy language.
I quickly realized
Spanish is my
she
second
may be a lot
Yeah?
more she may be a lot more intelligent than us.
which is really interesting. I am not. I am not.
You really
He-
think that the Spanish is like the sexiest language? Mother?
No. It's my favorite language, truthfully, is Italian.
Okay.
I'm a little ethnocentric.
Yeah.
And then secondly, obviously
Spanish.
Spanish. I love the Spanish language.
Yeah.
And you've got to remember there are over 26 Spanish-speaking countries, and
And we're all different.
they all get grouped together,
Different.
but they're not the same.
They all say we're Mexican. but we're not.
And so when you learn the different
Yeah.
to decipher the different accents and to hear the different way that Spanish is used in the different countries. For example, I lived with a Colombian family when I
they
lived in
speak so
Florida.
different.
They speak beautiful
So
Spanish.
sexy.
It's beautiful. And the Venezuelan Spanish is beautiful.
Have you ever
I
heard
love
Carol
it.
G? She's Colombian and she sings in Spanish, but
No, I'll have to
leave
look
my
her
family
up.
for her. Hey, this podcast would not exist.
So let's go back. let's curve back around. So Disney.
Oh yeah, so back to the Disney thing. So I am now.
Yeah, let's go back
So
to that
I
before G
recently-
leaves his family for some
Carol G.
some lady.
She is beautiful.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, I get it.
Yes. Help people plan their Disney trips. And Universal's got Epic Universe coming up, so that's going to be fantastic.
Hold on for one
I
second.
know. I'm sorry. You guys are all distracted by Carol.
I know.
Ann.
I'm just saying is I don't think it was her singing.
I love her songs. What are you talking about? Her songs are pretty good.
So,
Her songs are pretty catchy. Keep going. No,
So-
that
Oh,
sounds
no.
interesting though.
Yeah,
so that's
it is.
cool,
It's
though.
a lot of fun. So
with that being said, though, you talked about the new Orlando park. That thing looks awesome.
Epic
Like,
Universe.
Epic
yeah.
Universe looks pretty cool. And when's that opens up in like 2025. Have you seen this thing yet?
No.
Universal just released some of the footage of what's to come.
Oh yeah, man. There's a Donkey Kong roller coaster.
Oh,
It's pretty friggin' awesome. Have you seen it yet?
I've seen
We're
some of
close.
the
Oh my
footage.
God! You already got someone calling for your
Call it.
travel agent.
Woohoo!
I want to see the Donkey Kong coaster.
So Universal just released some footage just the other day
Yeah.
on May 2nd,
I
I
did see
think.
that.
Yeah, with some like teaser trailers. But the plans look amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like it's going to be fantastic. And I'm personally a Harry Potter fan, so
My daughter. right
yeah.
there. She
Oh
loves
yeah.
Harry Potter.
Yes.
Are they doing
So-
more Harry Potter there?
No, this is Epic Universe, so
Right.
it's going to involve like Mario.
Right, which is a Mario Kart ride,
Yeah.
which is
Yes.
probably going to be awesome.
My son
Yes.
just started getting into Mario, and I've been watching the movies. So
Is it?
Yeah.
I haven't seen the movie. I need to watch it.
Yeah, it's so
Product
good.
knowledge. I need to
It's so
watch
good.
it.
It's so
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, it looks really exciting, and there's a lot. I mean, my husband and I love Florida. I go down there as often as I can. And
we are planning a Disney trip.
are you really?
Yeah, in December,
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
and it's like 12 of us.
Have you already bought?
No, nothing.
Oh, we gotta talk.
We gotta talk.
Once we get off camera, we
We
gotta
gotta
talk.
So you've never been to Disney
Oh,
World?
I went to Disney. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I've been 3 times.
Oh,
So I
okay.
didn't go to Disney till I was 20. Because Mexican families don't like to take their kids anywhere.
Oh, listen, we didn't go to Disney till we were like 12.
I was 27 the
Yeah.
first time I went.
I was like 28.
Yeah, listen, Italians are much different. You want a vacation? Get the fuck out of the backyard.
Go work. But no. So I took my daughter, and for the first time when I was like 28, she was like 4, I think, or something, 5. But it was the best time I've ever had in my life.
Oh, it's
I
wonderful.
I would literally, like, she would go up to take pictures with the princess. I'm like, get out, my turn. I have so many. Yeah, that's so much.
You're starting to have a pattern of behavior here.
I was like,
just throwing it out there.
I'm no lie. I was like this with the princesses. Like, I have so many pictures with all the princesses. I bet you. I had a little book. They would sign my book and everything. I was like a little kid. Yes.
You know what? I think that's great. I don't think there's anything
and it's
wrong
not. It's
with
not
being
even
a
a.
kid at
Yeah.
Disney.
Yeah.
Now,
It's
okay.
not.
So now no, because the whole point is an escape from reality.
No.
You're going. If you're going to pay that kind of money, embrace it.
being a kid.
100%.
I'm taking a princess home.
But you guys make me think of something. So you worked at Disney. Is there a character that's really hard to get? Like hard to take a picture with?
Oh yeah, there's definitely
like what are some of the
characters.
hardest characters you think?
Well, I haven't worked there in 10 years though, so I don't
Okay.
really know everything anymore.
You could just spitball it. It's not like we're gonna have Snopes gonna fact
Well,
check this thing.
I know, but
You got an email from Disney, bitch. You were talking about Moana to being a bitch.
No, there's like the villains though. The villains
villains.
are tough, right?
villains
Yeah.
sometimes can be, yes, and so for example, like Disney just released the dates for for the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party, and so there'll be characters at those that you wouldn't see on a normal park day. I'm already trying. I already have my calendar set to stay awake the evening of May 13th because tickets go on sale on May 14th.
Can you do stuff for Disneyland too, or just
Yes.
Disney World?
Mhm.
Yeah.
All the Disney destinations, so Disney Cruise, Disneyland, Disney World, the Adventures by Disney, the
Hawaii
National
Disney World.
Geographic, those are really cool.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah,
I
there's
don't know
lots
what
of
those
cool
are.
stuff. Oh, Disney has some, and you know what? Not to make this about Disney, but I will say too, like I go down a few times a year, and I don't do parks. I just go to stay at like All Star Music, which is
Yeah.
like one of the cheapest resorts, and we just do stuff on property
That's-
and hang at the
yeah.
pool, and it's
That's
to
cool.
me to go and fly on Spirit out of Atlantic City and go down to Disney. Although Spirit drives me nuts, but I keep patronizing them. And
We're your client base.
yeah,
Spirit.
yeah, exactly.
You have us.
Exactly.
You have
But
us.
to jump on a Spirit plane, go down to Florida for a couple nights is cheaper than spending a weekend in New York City. So,
Well, I know that's a travel agent in you saying that, but it is the God's honest
no,
truth,
it's
though.
the truth.
Yeah.
Like seriously, I
Yeah.
went to New York with Sammy for the day, and it was like $600.
Damn, we should buy it.
Just to go up and go to a
We had a
fancy-
feeder, man.
$600.
I'm exaggerating.
I'm gonna tell Sammy you
No,
said
but
that.
it's expensive to get. It's
$600 to
expensive to
feed
go
her.
anywhere.
What'd you buy?
but
Damn, I didn't know how to bring my receipt. Jesus. You fucking
See,
IRS.
See, the only reason I would go to Florida instead of New York is because Mickey's not a real rat.
No, he is not.
Yeah, and
He's a mouse.
New York has rats. New York has rats, and I'm petrified of rats.
No,
There was
I
a-
mean, just, I'm going to tell you honestly, when I first went to work at Disney, truthfully, for me, in 2009,
Yeah.
I was just escaping. I was like
Yeah,
33,
dumb.
not married, no kids. I felt like I lost.
Yeah, you needed something.
So I needed something. But once I started working there and I started learning all about Walt Disney himself,
Yeah.
like the person,
Awesome.
and the stories behind how he came up with the park and what everything means at the park and all the details,
Yeah.
that's when I fell in love. And I was like, every time I go to Hollywood Studios, I go watch One Man's a Dream, and I sit there and I bawl my eyes out because it's an attraction inside Hollywood Studios where they show you an exhibit of Walt, and it's almost like a museum.
I think I
And
did
then
see
at
it.
the end
I
there's a
did see it.
movie,
Mhm.
and of course it's narrated by Julie Andrews.
Ooh,
So
I did see it.
you know, makes me
I
cry.
arm wrestled Mr. Incredible there.
Did you?
Yeah.
Is it an actual character?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My brother's never been, so
Oh my
I would
gosh.
love to see my brother there because he's like he's a little more business-like,
Yeah.
you know. So he's never been to Disney, and I would love to see him there because, like I told you, I was 28, and like I turned into a little kid when I was there.
Dude, that's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
That's
it's
a
like
lot of fun.
the Toy Story was coming. I was like, like I'm telling you, I'm gonna show you some pictures later of the princesses with me.
If you ever get him down there, you got to videotape him when he sees the castle for the
Yeah,
first time.
yeah. No, I walked in like,
For sure.
and
That's
then me and my wife went a separate time by ourselves, and that's fun as as hell too.
So just real quick, and many people know this. This is not a trade secret, but there's a reason why the castle seems that way when you walk in the door. It's called forced perspective. It's a theatrical trick. And so the buildings are especially built and manipulated to make the castle look
Huge.
much larger than it actually is. So that when you walk up to Magic
Now
Kingdom,
that you say that, yeah.
when you walk up to Magic Kingdom, the ground is red. And it's that way because it's the curtain into the show.
Yeah.
So when you part the curtains and you walk in and you step into the fantasy of Magic Kingdom and you see that castle for the first time and it hits you like that when you're on Main Street USA. I mean, that's all forced
dope.
perspective, but it's so effective, and that's what makes it so neat is that Walt Disney,
Planned
Disney,
all that
unfortunately, he died before Magic
Isn't he
Kingdom
frozen?
was built. No, that's all a rumor.
I think he's
I think he's frozen too.
I think they're gonna throw him
That's all.
out.
Yeah, he's coming
They're
back.
gonna throw him out one day. He's gonna be like, Shelly, I saw the podcast.
Thank
I
you
want
for
you to
shouting
come
me
spend
out.
some time with me.
Yeah, I had AirPods in my ears and I heard the whole thing.
You get me. You get me.
But so, all right,
You know, I'm gonna tell you, my favorite part of Disney is eating dinner at the Beauty and the Beast castle.
oh yeah, that's fantastic, isn't it?
Oh man,
The gray stuff, it's delicious.
Like the window.
It really is.
I know Tom's like, what a bitch over here talking about this.
The bitch wagon's gonna pull up and get you.
Who would have thought all
I love
those
Disney.
years
I love
ago
Disney.
at the Acumen that we'd be sitting here right now talking about Disney together? That's so funny.
I have a best friend in California. She loves Disney World, Disneyland.
Yeah.
She goes at least like 3 times a month. And it's her happy place. You know?
Oh, for sure.
It just puts her, like, makes her happy and
That's-
stuff like that. And she enjoys
yeah.
it. Her and her daughter enjoy it. And I'm like, that's so.
Yo, my
It's
dad
definitely-
is the biggest Disney
Oh, my
freak out of
dad's
ever.
freaking
Get out of here.
He
He's
lives,
obsessed.
sleeps. He's got a TV in the shape of Mickey in his house. Like,
Yeah.
No lie.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh,
So
yeah.
I just learned
Listen.
your parents live right behind me.
Right behind
Yes.
you.
I did
And
not know that.
If you want to
Yeah.
kill like 5 hours of your day,
Go
just like
sit
when
with
you're
your dad.
like, hey,
Yeah,
hey,
just ask him about
Yo,
Disney.
yo, John.
Yeah,
John.
Sammy told me the other day that he's like, I can see my grandparents' house from here. I was like, I thought when you described it, I thought they lived a couple streets back.
Oh no, yeah, no, they're right
Like, you're
behind
like
you.
right behind me. I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, we essentially.
My dad
grew up
probably
right
knows what you drive. He
Yeah.
knows what.
Ask him.
He probably knows. I'll be like, oh, I noticed Gene was there today on his day off. Like he's watching. He's got nothing else to do.
watching you.
Is he retired?
Yeah,
Yes.
he's retired.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's
those
a-
are our
Does
parents.
he go to Disney?
But they are professional grandparents in the sense where they're
Oh yeah.
every
for
day
sure.
of the week they're taking care of one of the kids. Like,
Except Sammy.
Yeah.
she's independent, so.
But that's cool. No, I love Disney.
I do
love
too.
Disney movies, everything, Moana.
Pero necesitamos hablar de translation
Did
too,
you hear that?
right?
Yeah, she just turned Mexican real quick.
There's not a Mexico Disney though, right? There's not one. Is there a South America?
No.
Because they have one in Tokyo, which the one in Tokyo looks pretty
Paris.
awesome.
Yeah, there are parts. No, sorry, go ahead.
No, but someone told me they went to Disney France and Disney Paris, and it was a great way to see France. So because it gave you like a home base, and then you go and you go all through France, do all the sightseeing, and you go back and you're at Disney.
I do
So-
enjoy Mexico and Epcot.
Yes,
I do
that's
love
one of
that.
my favorite
I do love
pavilions.
that. I
For
think
sure.
I got drunk there.
I went to this place in Mexico one time called Escarat. It was like a
What?
zoo park place,
Ooh.
and they had like
What
all
part
kinds
of Mexico were you in?
White people.
Cozumel.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah. The Carlos and
The
Charlie.
Gringo section.
Was that Carlos and Charlie's or whatever? What's that car called? Whatever. Whatever. I'm not
You might have to
cultured.
edit that
That Alan most probably spoke English. Like, thank you, sir. We're done.
You know, I think there was a pangolin there.
And he probably spoke English.
He did. I was like, aren't you an anteater?
That's really a good segue into translation.
Translation,
Yes.
Yes.
Spanish. Yeah, tell us a little bit about what you translated.
Well, so all right, so real quick, I work as a translator.
Still now.
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
So
That's cool.
I've always spoke Spanish. So well, not always. I started when I was learning in high school, but translation is not being a Spanish speaker. Like you have to be bilingual to be a translator, but it's a whole different animal.
Yeah.
It's a whole field, and so to be a translator from there's a difference between a translator and interpreter. So interpreters are live utterances from a source language, right? And there's two types. There's consecutive and simultaneous. So consecutive is when someone speaks and then pauses and you interpret. And then simultaneous is like if you were speaking and I were translating simultaneously. Translating is pre-done material, so written, recorded, video, etc. And it is grueling when I tell you, grueling, because you take a source language like Spanish and then you translate it into English, and both languages have different frequencies. Yes. It's a science in the sense that you have to, because you know yourself, take the name of your business. When people ask you how to say that in English, what do you tell them? Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Are you sure it's not Antoyos?
So you have to be able to understand the source language and then translate it into the target text, and so hours of research go into it. That's cool. It's a grueling field, but it is a rewarding field, and so I do the post editing. I provide post editing for 2 young men who translate, and by young, they're not much younger than you guys, but they translate and they do it pro bono as a volunteer, and they're always looking to help. They're particularly interested in helping people, Spanish-speaking people who need documents translated or anything that they may need assistance with. So, I'll put my other email up there for translation. So if you want to reach out for that, they would be happy to help. They do it for free. It's all volunteer.
I used to do that for my mom.
Yes.
That was my job.
Yeah. So
I used to do it for a lot of family members. So they would call me, they're like, "Can you translate this?" Or come with me to the doctor.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, it's a good job.
It is. I mean, I'm truthfully, like, if I had to pick between Disney and translating, Disney hands down. But there's a different kind of feeling you get from helping someone. Like here, I hardly ever speak Spanish, but when I'm in Orlando, I speak Spanish all the time. Everywhere you go, it's awesome, and people never expect it from me.
Down there,
No.
So, I'm glad you brought that up, because G had an idea for a little game to embarrass me.
Okay.
So the idea of the game is we're gonna do it like game show style.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the Spanish word. Okay. You guys gotta tell me the English what it means.
A family feud.
And whoever says it wrong,
I'm gonna lose.
Whoever says it wrong has to take a drink.
I don't know. You don't. I don't speak it very often anymore. So we'll it should be interesting.
Whoever gets it wrong has to drink.
We have to take a drink. Whoever gets it wrong.
Oh, from the zero sugar. I gotta count it because I'm gonna tell you right now. My slag's not that good. But
I didn't think I'm gonna know any of them.
So you can if you rented a house off property, there's still such a large party that what you're probably going to end up having to do is call. So like if it comes to where you're starting to plan and you want help like making calls and stuff, just let me know. Yeah, I'll deal with that.
Yeah, like I said, we're definitely planning it this year because we really want to go. I've been dying to go. Yeah. Last time we went, I took both of my daughters and we did a Universal for a day, and then we did like 4 days that we hit each park.
Yeah.
And excuse me. And then it was so much fun.
Oh, I know.
Have you seen that couple on TikTok that does a 1-day trip?
No.
Oh, I'll show you. Like I think I saved it because I was like, this is so dope. So him and his wife get up and like
I've done it. I've made a full park challenge day. So one thing about me, G, is and Shelly, you will attest to this.
Oh,
so she's a planner. She's a planner. And she is a fanatical planner. That's why she'll get you on a path by time, right? So what she'll say is she'll be like, "Hey G, you're going to be at this ride at 1, then you'll be at this ride at 2, right?" I have a totally different theory.
Oh, what do you do?
I believe in the wave.
Yeah.
So I get into the wave. And I found that when you go in the shows, you get better seats when you're the last versus when you're the first. Is that all the time, or is it just me?
So
always get-
what he's referring to
I get selected.
is a trip from circa, what, 2004? Somewhere around there. And I had an itinerary. This was back in the day before smartphones.
You had
Right.
it.
It
And
was-
so
and it
I
was
had a binder. And
really
I
well
had a
done.
color-coded binder
Oh,
with
snap.
an itinerary for each day.
Yeah.
And the itinerary was that we were to leave whatever attraction we were on, and we were to head over and get in line for the Indiana Jones stunt show spectacular. Well, he decided to make a little detour to the Drew Carey
I went off
attraction.
itinerary.
Well,
Yeah.
I had a meltdown, flipped out on him because you have to understand we have a very Dom's got a genius IQ.
Yeah.
He's a Vincent, so he's got like a 170 IQ.
What?
Yeah, and I only have like a 121. So
90.
it's like no.
90.
So
Yeah,
so
that's
like
just what I'm doing with
it's always like there's been this friction between us, you know.
Well, we got like 100 million followers yet.
Because I had. That's,
So
So he went off.
so he went off.
He went rogue.
Yeah, and we've always like butted heads since we were little.
That's good.
And so I like flipped out, and then as in this great turn of karma, whatever you want to call it, this joker gets picked to be a volunteer and go up and be in the show. And it was like, man, I showed up last minute and I was in the show. Yeah. Joke's on you.
I don't
So,
think. I don't. Yeah.
I haven't lived
I think
that
I
one
spiked
down.
the football on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't lived that one down.
Well, no,
yet.
there's another one too, because this is the kind of karma or whatever I get. We were at downtown Disney, and you were like, "We're going this way." I'm like, "I'm going to go this way." You're like, "Suit yourself." Like 5 minutes, I walk into somebody, and you're like, "Hey, do you want a bunch of free tickets to Cirque du
Oh,
Soleil?"
yeah,
and I'm
Circus-
like, "Yeah, why
Oh
not?"
yeah, Daddy called it Circus and Chick-fil-A. And that's all I wanted was to see that.
Wait to get your
My
dad.
dude, my
Oh
dad.
my God, I
my
wanted to
dad's
see
favorite
Cirque du
place-
Soleil so bad.
If you would have went with me,
I know.
You gotta.
So you didn't take her to the circus?
She was on the other side
No,
of the
this
place.
was before smartphones.
Yeah, I'm just
So-
like, yeah, I'll take them. But my dad is so obsessed. Earl sandwich,
What?
Oh,
And
it's in downtown, Disney Springs.
Disney
Excuse
Springs.
me.
Is it still there?
Yes.
Do they still have the
It's a
Thanksgiving
sit down
sandwich?
now.
Yeah.
They were the
Yeah.
originators of the Thanksgiving sandwich. No, it's good.
I went to the
Oh, best.
Gloria Stefan restaurant.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah,
Cuba
Cuba,
Libre.
Cuba,
No,
no,
not
no.
Cuba Libre.
Something like that.
Bongos,
the
bongos
first
it's
time
called.
the first time I went, this is how mesmerized I was with everything. My wife got the bracelets, the things, and when we were going to dinner and shit like that, like I wasn't paying anything, and they would just come up and
Oh, the magic
Like,
band.
Oh,
what? And I was like, so I tell him, do I pay or what? It's paper ready. I was like, get the fuck out of here. He's like, yeah, just by that? He's like, yeah, we have a bunch of dinners and a bunch of foods and stuff you can get, and they just have to tap it in. That's it. You don't pay for it. I was like,
oh yeah.
what? I was mesmerized.
Yeah, that was
I was
awesome.
walking around the park like they're like, we have 6 snacks today. I was like, shit. You know. All right, let's go.
All right, so we're gonna play a game, little family feud here. Are you ready, Chef?
Yeah, there's this little.
You,
Yeah, just a little teeny weeny one.
yeah.
But I
We
have
keep
like
'em.
a phobia, so we're gonna
So
push him away.
what we're gonna do is I'm gonna ask you the word in Spanish.
Okay, we have to tell you the English equivalent,
English, yeah.
And
You
then
can-
here's a buzzer
or
right
at
here.
least the most widely accepted English equivalent.
Yeah.
Okay.
I picked all good questions, so
All right.
I can make the noise if you want me to.
Well, will we use this noise to buzz you when we're ready to answer, or use?
No, just,
No,
All right, we'll just
that
hit,
should be-
we'll hit
yeah.
this. Roll
yeah,
on.
and I'll say who it
This is really high budget
Yeah,
stuff.
high
we got
budget,
going.
high budget.
And you're gonna earn us if we're,
Yeah,
if we're wrong. Okay.
Ready? The first word is naranja.
Orange.
Yes.
Darn.
You gotta take
I had some the other
You
day.
gotta take a sip.
Oh, I've seen a
Yeah.
sip. Oh yeah. Okay. Only 5 points on Weight Watchers.
5 points. Weight Watchers, everybody. Me and
Ooh.
Don
I'll pick that up.
We're actually gonna take a sip
I don't
with
really
you at all.
drink, so.
Every time.
Okay.
All right, 1 point for Dom. Second word, corazón.
Heart.
Ooh, that was her.
Oh.
That was her. She was fast with that one. All right, 1-1. Second word, por favor.
Please.
Ooh, damn. Dom coming in. 2-1. Ready? Fourth word, alberca.
Pool. I know a pool guy. I've been hanging out with G. He's been teaching me Spanish.
He's a Mexican. Ready? Fifth word. What is it? 3-1? Okay, 3-1. Caliente.
Hot.
Oh my goodness!
God, you gotta.
This is sad.
4-1. A sixth word. Jitomate.
Tomato. Tomato.
You must have a Mexican working the produce over there, man. What is it? Jitomates. All right. Seventh word. Lechuga.
Lettuce.
I thought it was an alien.
Get that lechuga down.
The Lechuga Cabra. That's what I thought that was.
Ready?
Oh, I was supposed to be drinking that whole time.
Oh yeah, that was 4 shots missed. Eighth word. Esposa.
Wife.
Oh.
My esposa.
Why you go home tonight and be like, hola esposa.
You eat the Lechuga Cabra. What was that word? What's the points?
6-2.
Are you kidding me right now?
Come
Listen.
I've been doing mental flexing.
Listen.
I've been using the Rosetta Stone.
Rosetta Stone. No, what was the other one? Remember the app that I told you about?
Yeah.
Oh, Duolingo?
Duolingo?
Well, there's Babbel and Duolingo.
Yeah.
I personally like Duolingo.
Duolingo?
Yeah.
All right. Ninth word. Hermana.
Sister.
Ooh.
Ah, yeah, that's right. Mi hermana is losing.
To el hermano.
What's the score?
3-7.
Oh, all right, final one too, right? How many you got?
One more.
Are you ready? Come on.
Invierno.
Winner.
Boom. And the winner is Dominic.
Do you believe that?
Unbelievable.
Dominic won.
You know what the best part is? G gave me all the answers.
Oh!
You think I heard that?
You're a bobo.
Cheers to that one.
I said to him, we should play a game. I said, give me all the answers.
I actually didn't think you were going to tell her. I thought you were going to roll with it.
Nah. What's the point?
10
You know, she'll figure it out on the ride.
5 years.
There's no way he would know those
5 years
words.
from now on Thanksgiving, be like, remember that fucking time we beat me? Well, cheers to that one. That was a fun game, man. That was a good one.
Oh my god.
You would have beat him.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. The only thing I would have gotten was Hermana and Caliente for hot.
Hermana
And that's just because
Caliente.
it's just good.
That's because
It's just 'cause of
every
ESPN.
gringo knows caliente.
Yeah, that's just because of ESPN. Hey, with that being said, thanks for hanging out with G and Tom and Rachelle.
Yes.
All right, so follow us, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Dom's TikTok.
Yeah, check it out. I'm always content bombing. Hey, real quick, though, forget, what is your favorite ride at Disney World?
My most favorite attraction is Carousel of Progress.
Really?
Who's your favorite character?
Tinkerbell. Yes.
Who's your
Carousel
favorite
of
character?
Progress.
My favorite ride at
Character.
Disney? Oh, my favorite Disney character is Stitch. Yeah, love Stitch.
It fits.
Yeah.
It
does.
fits. And yours?
Baloo.
Aww. Baloo.
Well,
What's your
who's
favorite?
that?
That was like,
That was a little judgy.
Right? Like,
It's off the
what-
bit.
I mean, are you like a bear? Do you ever sing it like, oh, bare necessities?
Yeah.
All right, well, let's do it then. It's those bare necessities, those simple bare
That's how I know.
necessities.
So with that, we out.
The G and Dom Show.
Real quick though, before we go, I met a guy that does laughing yoga.
So you told me about
Do you know what he does?
No.
So it's 45 minutes, and you sit there with him, and you gotta go like this. You gotta go. Go try.
I can see how that would be
Yeah.
have a good effect
You
on
do
your
it.
mental
Hey,
health.
you do it. He's gonna come on the show.
You feel it?
We're gonna have him on. He's cool.
Oh, that
He
would
does
be great.
Santa Claus.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well,